Hi, my name is A.K. Payne. I'm the writer of Furlough's Paradise, and I'm the winner of the 47th Susan Smith Blackburn Prize. So Furlough's Paradise has two characters. We have Mina, whose name means love, an only child, a cousin, born in 1991. Sade, whose name means honor earns a crown or reign. Mina call her Day, an only child, a cousin, born 1991. I knew that the container of a furlough was going to be these like 3 days that Sade had out, and I wanted to really just think about what it would mean to kind of zoom in on that time these characters have together, which is like very finite, and they know it to be finite. And I was kind of curious about the question of like, what do we do with time when we know it to be like to be passing and to be limited, right? And I think that's like such a defining question of like Black life, because so much of like how we live is affected by the systems that we're in. And so like, what does it mean to be trying to live and to exist and to dream while even knowing that all these systems are poised against us? And I think that's true of so many different communities. But I think when we think about like the histories of Black life in this country, so much of it is defined by those things. In this section of the play, we're really looking at like presence and like what is the task of like trying to be present together, and trying to witness each other, but also the work of like trying to build a grieving ritual. The characters are like in this last day sort of figuring out what does that look like for them in real time. I am for sale, numbered, marked, and it gets really scary at night. Nights are really very hard in there. And I don't ever get to be soft, except for rare moments when G and I can sneak away and pretend we are absolutely anywhere else. She's really smart. Like, I swear to God, she could be president or like Maya Angelou. Like, there are words I have I didn't know I had, and at random moments I'll realize they're from her. I would give anything for a chance for the two of us to get out and get a full ride to some fancy school and get on a plane and fly to like upstate New York or Connecticut and just read shit and write shit and solve equations and freely fuck and let everything fall away. And it makes me really angry when you talk about that time like it was hell. And I'm sorry this world hates us, and I'm sorry you had a hard time. And I'm so very sorry about your tongue not knowing where it's safe. And I'm so glad you have a corner of the universe where you feel safe, where you can figure it out, where your own tongue sounds like unencumbered. You deserve that. You really do, Amina. We all really do. I was drowning in essays and papers, in poems that left me feeling like I was bleeding, that left me feeling like I was empty, like there was nothing else left to give. Like to write another word in this strange language, to describe my own life, to describe you, as if you were object in a culture trying to make me subject, trying to make me irretrievably separate from you. I wanted just to be Amina, neither subject nor object, neither tongue nor word, just body. I tore apart my closet looking for fits that would not make me visible, clothing I could disappear into, something that would not accentuate the parts of me that were other, the edges of myself that became terrifying even to myself. I did not know where I began and that place ended. That second year I went on medical leave and I tried to scrub off my skin. I stopped eating anything that tasted like home. I stopped eating. I burned alive from the inside out and no one knew. I put myself back together on my own. And so what I was curious about with these two monologues was sort of just thinking about how to create, how to sort of mirror the voices of these two characters, how to create a structure they in which they were almost speaking the same language with slight variations, and that we're able to see them, because the point of the play I think is really that we're able to see both of them fully, and that it isn't easy to say that one person's right or one person's wrong, and really the actual act of comparison is what produces the violence. That the invitation is truly that they both have been through different versions of containment, of being trapped. And so there isn't really the work of the play is really trying to excavate like how do they understand each other differently by being able to see how they both have been through things, and like the systems try to sort of create this like division between them, but actually they are sitting somewhere together. And so yeah, my hope that these monologues are kind of allowing both characters to really speak their truths and let them not be exactly like in some ways they don't make sense all the way together, but that's actually the point, that they're able to see one another through these like binaries that are created to kind of be like, you have privilege and you don't, or you went through this and you didn't, and so we can never understand each other, but actually they're able to see each other through their differences, and love each other through their past and their futures and their presents. I'm just like really grateful to be in community with so many other incredible women plus playwrights. I I've had two other plays that were finalists for the award in the last 2 years, and so it's been such a gift to be able to meet so many incredible artists. A total of like 30 of us over these 3 years, and I just feel like that's like one of the most incredible things is like the community that this prize generates and the ways that it invites us to think about what does it mean to be writing as a woman plus artist right now, to be writing as a person who is navigating marginalization in relation to gender, and who is trying to like imagine new worlds from that place. I think we have really important things to say, and like I just really want to advocate and lift up the other finalists and people who are have been honored with this prize throughout the years. So I feel really grateful and excited.